Hi, I'm Sean. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to check in with you today because I was thinking about planning our own things and some of the benefits that we've gotten from doing that, and I think that you would too. For example, my wife just recently brought home some strawberries from the store, and she yesterday asked me to eat them because she didn't want them. The reason is they're sour. They have no taste. Have you ever gone to the store and bought strawberries, tomatoes, blueberries, or anything and found out how bland they are? They have no flavor. Sometimes they're sour, sometimes some are rotten. It's kind of like a hit and miss when you're buying fruit and vegetables at the store. Last year, we grew some cherry tomatoes and they were extremely full of flavor. You could taste them and they were sweet, just picking them right off the vine and eating them. It was like nothing that we've ever bought in the store. The other nice thing about growing your own food is you know what's in the soil. For example, we don't spray anything on our garden, our vegetables. We don't spray herbicides, we don't spray pesticides. We've been trying to eat a little bit cleaner, and having your own garden is a great way to do that. Have you heard that recently some companies are spraying a substance called glyphosate on their oats, for example, because it dries out the harvest and makes it easier for them to gather and harvest it in? But glyphosate is a compound found in the Roundup weed killer, and it's not safe for humans. So there's been some concerns about it, I should say. So we've been trying to get away from some of those things by trying to buy organic and trying to eat cleaner. But by growing at least some of your own vegetables and fruits allows you to have a little bit of control over some of the things that you eat, that you put in your body. When you grow your own food, you have the roots going into the soil. It's interacting with all of the microbiology that's in the soil, the way nature intended, and it pulls those nutrients up. And instead of you eating something that was picked long before it was ripe and shipped across possibly state lines from long distances, irradiated so that it kills some of the bad bacteria, but irradiation also more than likely takes care of killing some of the live enzymes and the vitamins and some of the benefits from the vegetable. Instead of it being radiated and shipped across the country, you're growing something that you're allowing to completely ripen on the vine, as a tomato, for example. You can pick it while it's at the peak of ripeness and freshness, and you can bring it right in and slice it up and put it on a salad. You can make a sandwich with it. It's just so much nicer to be able to know where some of your food is coming from. But suppose that you don't have a big yard and you don't have a place to put a garden. Maybe you live in an apartment complex or just have a balcony, or maybe you're renting and you don't want to till up the yard where you live. Container planning is easier than you might think it is. Last year, we had some 5-gallon buckets that were given to me by a friend. I drilled some holes in the bottom of that, and I used just regular potting mix. And I kind of did it like this. Each tomato plant I put as a single plant in the center of that 5-gallon bucket, and that allowed the roots for that one plant to completely fill up that bucket, and they did amazingly well. You can place those buckets and move them around as you want to. They're easy to water. You know that when you water it, you're not spraying the water everywhere and it's not really getting to the roots. You just put it right in that bucket, and it makes it so much easier. So even if you have a very small space and you don't have a yard, you should consider at least getting 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 buckets and raising some cucumbers, some tomatoes, or just anything that you might like. It's also good to remember that you should plant things that you like to eat. Sometimes it just gets where you want to plant certain things and then you find out you don't really enjoy them that well. So focus on things that you enjoy, things that you can put in a salad, things like herbs. If you like herbs really well, you can grow basil, you can grow rosemary, and there's a lot of other things that you can grow in a very small space. It's so much better if you can do that. I appreciate you stopping by. You've been Outside with Sean. I don't really know what format I'm going to end up settling on for my channel. I don't know if people like more edits, more music, more sound effects, or if it's better if I just talk to you just like I would if I was standing here with a friend. So this video, I'm going to limit the editing on it. I'm just going to do it like I'm talking, and hopefully um, it will give you just enough information and get right to the point so that if you're even considering growing a little bit of your own food, that it might be a little bit easier for you. Thanks for stopping by.